was lying in bed one night, just resting comfortably, minding my own business, quite alone, not asleep, not dreaming, just lying there, peacefully, not troubled by anything. My mind wasn't racing, I wasn't worried about anything, I was just relaxing. It was really quite nice. Outside I could hear the rain, the gentle rain, tapping against the window pane. My, that sounds like a song. At any rate, I became concerned, and I felt what seemed like a hand on my foot. And I thought to myself, oh, there's no hand on my foot. There's no one in the room. There's no one in the house. I'm alone. How could there be a hand on my foot? And then the hand squeezed my foot. Rather hard. It actually almost hurt. Of course, it sort of felt good too, like a really intense massage, that sort of thing. And then the hand started going up to my ankle. And I knew it was a hand now. There was no doubt in my mind there was a hand with that was on my foot and my ankle, now going up my calf towards my knee. Oh my, I thought, this is rather unusual and intriguing. Then I began to imagine, well, who's connected to that hand? Is it an attractive person at least? Then what did this person want? I did think about some possibilities, but, I didn't want to go in that direction. So I moved my foot. I jerked my entire leg very quickly away from the hand. And then I debated what I should do. Should I get up, turn on the light, see who's in the room? Should I just pretend it didn't happen and try to go to sleep? Should I say something? Should I just be silent? Should I be afraid? I really didn't know what to do. But I decided to say something, so I said, "Hello, you." I got no response. So I said it again. I said, "Hello, you down there at the foot of the bed. Make yourself known." Still got no response. So I reached over and turned on the light by the bedside. There was no one in the room. And I thought, oh, how silly of me. I must have dozed off and was having a dream. So I turned off the light and changed to a different position in bed and sort of tucked my legs up under me a little bit, and I was lying there again, just very peaceful. And I felt a hand on my back. Now, it's one thing to touch my foot, but quite another to touch my back. And I said, "Get your hand off me," and I reached around to grab what I supposed was going to be an arm. But there was no arm. I could still feel the hand, but there was no arm. And I thought, well, I'm just not reaching the right place. So I moved my arm around wildly, flailing it here and there and everywhere there could possibly be an arm attached to that hand, and still there was no arm. I could feel the hand very clearly. I could feel the fingers tapping against my back. It was very strange how they tapped against my back. And so I just jumped out of bed as quickly as I could and turned on the light, and there was no one there. So I began to rummage through the covers, looking just to see perhaps there was something, something small, and there I saw it. There it was. A hand. I can't say it was a human hand exactly, but it looked more like a human hand than any other kind of hand that I've ever seen. Not that I've seen that many hands when you come to think about it, but just the same, there it was. And it was still tapping. Still tapping against the bed. So I said, oh my goodness, And I ran to the other room and got the broom. And I came back. And I lifted that broom high into there. And I brought it down as hard as I could on that hand. It stopped moving. I was very glad about that. So I went and I took a washcloth. And I picked the hand up using the washcloth, being very careful not to touch it myself. And I put it in a paper bag. And then I folded the paper bag very neatly, creasing it twice. And then I took it outside and I put it in the trash can, closing the lid very tightly, came back inside and locked the door, went back to bed. Now you may ask yourself, how could you do that without being afraid? Well, I don't know actually. Because a dismembered hand that's still moving is a frightening thing when one thinks about it. But fortunately, I didn't think about it, not at all. Until the next day. I became curious about the hand the next day. And I went out to the trash can, and I lifted the lid, and I looked inside. The bag was torn, shredded. There was no hand to be seen. And I thought to myself, where is that hand? But you know, I never found out. I never saw it again. It never grabbed my foot again. It never grabbed my ankle. It never touched my back again. And that was a little sad, actually. Because while it wasn't exactly a human hand, it was a nice hand.